my name is Lucy and welcome to the Imagination Queendom. Welcome to episode 2, where last time we made the amazing Penterly Castle with a nice little plaza on front with me and my cat. And today I want to start working on the main street. And the layout of my main street is inspired by Disneyland Paris. And in Disneyland Paris, if you don't know, there's the main street, but there's also two galleries that are parallel to the street. And this is what I started doing. I did the structure. Two of them still need to do a unique motif for all of them, because right now this one just wanted to get the feel first, but I will play with the elements to make each one of them unique. And so when we enter, it's pretty barren right now, but as you can see, even if I don't have global illumination, I still love this area quite much. Honestly, it's quite... I really like it, even if it's quite barren. There's nothing there right now. We have the other gates, and those all will be for some toilets, because toilets are important. And this is, I think, some good placement to have the toilet in the middle of the main street without being a problem. And what I plan to do, just like in Disneyland Paris, is to have the shop of the main street connecting to the back of the gallery, because let's go, let's have some fun. And this gallery, as you can see, has a glass roof, and so this will be quite fun to play with the skyline. What do we see from there? Do we see things? Or do we don't? Or do we see things but only see them from when we're inside the gallery? Anyway, now what I will do, I will add all the custom. This is the same but just mirrored. I will work on making all of those facade uniques. Copy the lamppost around to light this area. And then we can start working on the inside. Okay, we are the gallery once again. And not a lot has changed, as you can see. I just have a little latte love shop. Some flower baskets, still need to add some hanging lamps. There's something poking around. So if we have a look on the other side, I started making some Art Nouveau building. And oh gosh, the Art Nouveau team is so fun to build. So you have to play a lot with shape, you have to play a lot with materials, play with colors. And I think I managed something good. Also added some trees. And so the view from the main street is starting to build up. We have a little latte love. Then we have a nice building that sells balloons. And it will be a gift shop where you could enter, but there's nothing in it, so I like having the game where there's not an interior for sale, but can still be very nice. And then the build I just completed is the 33 building station for the Club 33. I think this needs kind of secretive club. I don't really know, should have looked it up more. But I thought it could be funny, and I just love the door I did. Look at that. The windows, the sign, and a door all together to make that awesome door. And I love it. I honestly love it. It's quite good. It fits the team quite well. Oh, I don't. And then yeah, we have some trees when I use some square to make the basket. But from a distance that look good, and that's what matters. And so next, well, I think I will continue the main street. So maybe, yeah, I think I want gift shop there, a corner building, and then another little shop on the side that could connect on the inside, and then Of course, we have all the inside, we have the toilets to do. And toilets to do on the other side. So much building. The main street will take some time to build, that's the thing for sure. And so I hope you're ready for the ride, because this park will take a long time. Anyway, I want to work oh, it's only the second update, so I will meet you, see what I can do on time. So don't know if I will have all the building, all the toilets, but I'll do my best, and yeah, let's try to at least finish that corner. So that is a sight line. Look at it there, guys. As you can see, we have one new building, you saw it in the time-lapse, we have another new building, another one that I will show you, and one building that got moved and upgraded. And so let's have a look at all that we did first. Since it's the build you saw in the time-lapse, let's start with that one, the bookshop. I really wanted to play with the piece, with the column, with the books. And I picked some piece, but that's okay, it's a few planks. We have the books, we have a statue to fill the hole, and it's okay. Okay. So when we enter, we have no interior yet. I will do that afterward. I think I will finish the episode on the interior. And just look at it. Oh. I think it might be one of my favorite buildings I ever made in Planet Coaster. Oh. And I just love this team, the Nouveau team. I'm having so much fun with it. Let's continue with this row so I can show you the change that was made to the red building. It's still a loony balloon shop, but now it has an inside, in quotation mark. It's an implied inside, at least we have a vitrine with some balloons and more balloons and some walls. The crab balloon piece that is very funny, but not that much use. I wish we could make it quite smaller and a little hidden Diabolo. And so then I will need to fill those all. I have some idea for a gift shop. I think I want to make a gift shop and a filler building. And speaking of filler building, even if this one has a use, this is the rose building. I really wanted to make a build with the rose as a main building. It's inspired by a build in Brussels with my own spin on it, of course, because I don't like to just take inspiration. I like to do my own thing and play with the in-game piece. And so we have those beautiful windows. We have that door that is incredible, and it's the lost and found. And I added a small little info desk so people will go inside and make the build alive. Some people have lost their stuff and this is where they will go. And last building, instead of the red building and near the Club 33 building, we have this magnificent ice cream parlor with some mustache on the top. Then we have this beautiful cover, I really love this. I'll wait for the restaurant update to make the interior for that one, because I really want to have fun with the table and the table. And make something nice, could do the rest, but I have to see first with the table because I don't know which one I will use. And depending of the one I use, it will change much. But I will still add the trim and make things a little bit nicer. But it still has a rose with ton of sprinkles. The latte love got some love as well. Now it got this beautiful archway once again. It adds some life to the build, and I think when we get the update, this one will get some green glass. At least glass of that color could be very nice. And also added some depth to the windows, so now as you can see it curves slightly. Because there's one thing I missed, and this was my first Art Nouveau building. There's so many depth in those builds, and so I had to give it justice. And so we have some beautiful ice cream made out of basic shapes, a sack, some letter piece, and some pots. And the pots are perfect to get the level of detail I want. And beside the beautiful skyline that is starting to be drawn, like, look at this, I really want to really curve well with the castle. I really will need to make those buildings work as well. I added a platform to connect the train station. Won't do it today.
And then I have something planned for this building. I want this space connecting to this space to be an arcade with custom made machine and really have the most fun I have. But for the design of this piece, I will have to wait for the April update to get the colored glass, the colored water, and all of that good stuff. And of course we have the gift shop there. And I think I want this building to be a sugar emporium. It will be nice. And so yeah, I will do the interior of that one. Do the interior, at least the wall, and add some light and make it a bit less empty even if we'll have to wait a little bit. And then I think we can call this episode good because yeah, that's a lot of work, all of this. Let's look at the park in the morning. And I haven't done this shot yet, and oh, in the morning, it's the early morning, it's 8 AM and just haha, look at this. I'm an happy girl right now. Okay, so first we have the less interesting interior, the ice cream shop, because I'm waiting for the table that will come in the April update. So right now it's quite empty. The little bros, we have some ice creams, we have the staff only door, we have some big ice cream. I reuse my muffin blueprint that I transform into ice creams using some about the same technique with some floating rings, and yeah, it's quite fun, quite simple, a little dream. But then let's see the bookshop, where it really is interesting and we need to have a look at that. And also I did some work on the the footprint of the main street, but nothing more, so we'll look at it when it becomes important. And so when we enter the bookshop, we have this really quaint interior with some books, just a memento shop, and then you have some bookcase, very simple bookcase of the light. And I know the bookcases are quite simple, and maybe if we get some book space in the future I'll change it, but it's more for the vibe. Like you pass by and you see the books, you see there's an interior, and it's all that matters to me, honestly. Yeah, all that. Maybe I will lower the ceiling, I could do that to make it less strange. And then we have some book with a little Diabolo face on top. I love those. And the same but with yellow one, so it's another edition, another part of the book. And it's very nice. It's pretty nice, look at that, you pass that. You see the books, haha. And the building is in my workshop, if you want to check it out. But I think that's where I will finish today. Next episode, either I continue working on those buildings in the main street, or maybe I'll focus on making the train station. I think it can be really nice. And I think this is what I will probably do. Need to do some sketch and all of that good stuff, but honestly, no matter what I do, we'll work on the park and we'll expand it, make it very nice. And so I really hope you enjoyed this episode, the second episode of the Imagination Queendom. My name was Miss Barbar. Don't forget to subscribe, to leave a like, and tell me in the comment what you think of the park. And bye!